All right. So, hi everyone. My name is Johannes. I'm one of the founders of a company that is called Icarus. I'm an industrial designer, and also, just as my colleague and co-founder Michael is, I'm a guy that, like a million other people in the world, loves playing video games, and at the same time, I'd like to be more active and more healthy in my everyday life without hitting the gym every 3 or 4 times a week, because we know it's a stupid and sometimes pretty boring activity. So that's actually where we come from. So we decided to create a system that revolutionizes the way that people work out and play at the same time. So what we do is we call active VR. So we combine hardware, electronics, and VR software to create holistic virtual reality experiences. That's what it's about. So actually we have people fly through virtual worlds, chasing enemy drones, having dogfights going on, racetracks, exploring the landscape, doing that in multiplayer, and at the same time having a pretty intense workout, not only for the upper body and core, but also and especially for their coordination, their reflexes, their sense for balance. So it's a very skillful play, but of course it is not only about exercising. I wouldn't be here if it was like that. It is about entertainment. So we do have lots of customers that of course come from the fitness and gym industry, but on the other hand side, we have lots of customers coming from the entertainment industry. It's pretty much 50-50, so we have lots of corporates, but also we have arcades, we have event agencies, mostly in Europe. For example, in Europe, one of our biggest customers actually is Samsung. So Samsung is running the Icarus systems in pop-up stores, for example. When they launched the S7, they will use it now for the S8. When they presented the new Gear VR in Belgium, in Germany, in Switzerland, in Austria, wherever. So it's pretty common in Europe already. And when we do something like this, we of course also create new software solutions for these guys. This one, for example, is called Deep. It's an underwater scenario. You can dive with manta rays and sharks and explore underwater scenarios. The next one is going to be launched this month, actually. It's called Gravity. That's pretty action-packed. You're actually free-falling down from space, trying not to hit obstacles, shoot down enemies. It's pretty action-loaded. And even more important, all of these can be played multiplayer, and we do have an SDK for external developers as well. So, for example, when there's an event agencies or there is a corporate, they pretty often want to have their own custom software solutions for Icarus, so that's no problem. We have an SDK that works with Unity, and you can use Oculus, Vive, or Samsung Gear to create the content. We usually ship with Samsung Gear because the entire system, it's all Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, it's completely wireless, so you can set it up somewhere outside on the street, wherever. When you use Oculus, of course, you have some wires on that. We're not only doing software, as I say, we're always creating new hardware as well. This, as you can see, is still an early prototype of the next one. It's called Icarus R, obviously a motorcycle experience. What we're doing with that is a F-Zero kind of simulation that will hopefully give us some sponsored tournaments starting end of this year to help us to create some global Icarus competitions to find the best motorcycle pilots or whatever. So we can have them compete. At the moment, while we're here, we are in Silicon Valley right now, as we're part of the German Accelerator. It's like an organization that helps German startups to enter US market. This year we were at CES again, and we had a very successful time at CES, had thousands of people trying the machines, and the feedback was very positive, but then we had to go back to Germany for our everyday business, but now we're here, so we're trying to change how this map looks. This is where the Icarus systems are installed right now. I hope we can change that together, so I hope we can make you fly, and look forward to meet you on the table and talk about the opportunities. Thank you very much.
Ultra haptics.